Look, get out of here, will you?
If they come my way, I'll shoot them.
On to the streets.
We put around 9,000 animals to sleep a year. Nobody wants them, and nobody wants to take the responsibility.
A battle to determine how animals will live and die.
A life is a life is a life, and it's that simple.
A human life, it has to be worth more than animal life.
On its side. You've probably seen protests against the fur business, but it's a war on many other fronts as well. A highly charged war that often pits the rights of animals against the rights of people. For 48 hours, come along with us to the battle zone. A warning, some of the pictures in this report are graphic.
Why do we not? We don't have that. Okay, let me just go over the radios with everybody. Some of you haven't used them in quite a while, okay? We're on channel 2. Make sure everybody's on channel 2.
It's 1 a.m. in Hollywood.
Okay, let's go.
And members of a group called Last Chance for Animals are about to begin an all-night surveillance.
All right, 3, 4. He's going to be moving into your position next.
This is 4, I'm ready.
6, be ready.
We're ready.
3, you okay?
We received a tip that someone is poisoning cats, and we are out here to find out if that's true or not.
There's some kind of action going down here.
All right, we're moving out.
Last Chance for Animals is the brainchild of Chris Draize, and he is the boss.
Cats are coming from everywhere.
2, I'm coming down here. What's the situation right now?
He's crouched down to get out of my sight behind a car.
I told you guys, it's real strange. Not figured it out. It may just be a real bizarre quack.
At first, they thought he was grabbing cats and turning them over to laboratories for experimentation.
Another cat, see?
Last Chance for Animals opposes vivisection, any medical research using live animals, because they believe there is no benefit to human beings or to the animals.
Let's do it here. Get behind me. Come on!
Last April, they broke into the feline laboratory at UCLA to take these pictures.
Let's go. Let's get in there right now. Get in there. Go.
Of what they claim is abuse of animals.
Somebody open the door. Show the others.
The animals were being used in research to find treatments for Alzheimer's disease and epilepsy. This break-in brought arrests. It was not the first time Draize and his group had a run-in with the law. In 1987, he and 2 others were convicted of trespassing at a UCLA sit-in. They will go to jail for it in about 12 hours.
Yes, 10-4.
Most important, do not let him see you
Do
follow
you
him.
really believe you're making a difference?
Absolutely.
Around here as
I didn't know it would be here. When we first started things, I always said we got to make people aware, make people aware. Making people aware is not enough now. Now you got to make people work to make the changes.
You don't want more humane treatment for those animals in those labs. You want to shut down those labs, don't you?
Sure. A humane treatment of an animal in a laboratory, or a human being in a laboratory, it's a contradiction in itself. There's nothing humane about it, period. Sure, I would like to shut it down to yesterday, but that's not going to happen. What has to happen is first phase out using pound animals, then start negotiating about, in so many years you'll be cutting back so many animals. That's what we're looking for. We're looking to negotiate. We're looking for something that's reasonable for them as well, so that they could start moving into the 20th century.
Why do I have to stay here and listen to you?
When he works, Draize is an actor.
Man, you're worse than everything that Carter's ever said about you. Get out of my life.
His role as a heavy on General Hospital came to an end just in time to go to jail.
All right, how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I just come in to see Wendy and Wes and pretty much say goodbye.
Well, we'll miss ya.
And by the way, I've always respected all the work you've done with, in terms of animals and so forth.
Chris, did you ever think it would get to the point where you'd have to choose between this cause and your job?
All right, thanks. No, when I got into it, I thought it was just going to be about a year or 2 I'd get into it and just help get the movement going. but it's been 8 years now.
It's gone.
Just before dawn, the all-night surveillance ends when the cat feeder leaves. His actions still a mystery.
I'm gonna walk over to the alleyway and see the frying.
What do you see? What is that?
Chicken bone.
Okay, you're at the right.
Chris, why are you taking it? What does it prove?
We're gonna see if there's
Is he wearing gloves this time?
first of all, if it's laden with any kind of poison of anything, any type. We'll find out.
No sleep? About to start another day?
Yeah.
Was it all worthwhile?
It's pretty much routine, I'd say, yeah.
This is not a normal routine.
Well, nothing came of it today, but you never know. You could do 20 of these, nothing will come, and all of a sudden, it's bingo.
Hello.
Hi, Ma.
Oh, hi, son. How you doing?
Okay, how you doing?
Oh, so-so.
Hey, Ma, remember when I told you I was found guilty on that charge? You know, I didn't tell you, but I got sentenced a couple weeks ago, and that's why I haven't been able to get back to you, because I've been busy.
Oh.
But I got 45 days.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, this is all for the animal rights?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing a good thing, so they're sending you to jail, right?
Hi.
We are here this morning to begin a vigil for our friends who are going to jail today to begin serving time for UCLA's crime, the crime of vivisection.
And what we're doing, in effect, is we're seeing what the reaction of the animal is. We're not seeing what's going to occur when we first try it on the human.
But a lot of things have been applicable. I mean, a lot of the original ideas of transplantation came from animal studies.
It's going to be good. Try to... This news has got to go clear across the country.
Yes.
It's got to make a difference, you know?
It really doesn't...
Dentist Leslie Stewart is one of the 3 last chancers going to jail.
I think what needs to be known is that vivisection is unscientific, immoral, illegitimate, and fiscally unsound.
Are you saying, doctor, that there is no advantage at all in using animals in any kind of medical research?
Not only is there no advantage, but it's dangerous, because the results or the data that comes out of animal experimentation does not apply to human disease.
Hey, thank you.
I love those with you. We love Doctor.
Jeffrey, thank you very much, man. I'll see you when I get out.
Vivisection is over!
Thank you. I know that this is what I'll be doing the rest of my life. I'm never going to stop. I don't think it's anything special what I do. I just don't understand why most people don't do it themselves, you know. The beginning of the end!
Now, what happened?
The bomb was planted in here with the expectation that I would have parked my car somewhere over there and walked through here. And it was remote controlled, radio controlled, and what's been alleged is that the bomb was going to be activated as I walked through here.
Businessman Leon Hirsch is at war with the animal rights movement.
Your name, please?
And this time he took more than the usual precautions. Fran Trutt is the animal rights activist accused of planting that bomb. What she didn't know was that some of the people helping her were undercover agents hired by Hirsch himself. Last week in prison, she spoke with Harold Dow.
So you weren't trying to kill him, is that what you're saying?
No, I wasn't. I was trying to cause property damage with the purpose of then calling him and saying, look, we can go further.
What would have happened had the bomb gone off apparently as planned and when you came by?
Oh, I don't think there's any question that I wouldn't be standing here talking to you today.
Release the safety, squeeze it all the way back.
Leon Hirsch makes surgical instruments. Today, 21 surgeons are practicing how to use them on anesthetized dogs.
There you go.
Because Connecticut, like 11 other states and dozens of localities, has laws prohibiting abandoned dogs to be used for research, dogs are bought out of state for about $300 apiece. Each year, about 1,000 dogs are operated on and killed.
Of all God's creatures, dogs think and feel almost exactly like human beings. I would never have gotten this actively involved if U.S. Surgical's target was other than dogs.
This isn't the only death threat you'd had, the bomb.
We've had other death threats.
Before and since?
Before and since.
You're cutting on the wrong side of the bell.
The surgeons practice on foam before the real operation.
Yeah.
Is this absolutely necessary?
It's necessary for you to advance and to be able to do these things safely in patients.
And what about the argument it could be done just as well on foam and not using a live animal?
That's really not true. There's nothing that handles like real tissue. Foam, completely different situation than live tissue.
You know and I know there are going to be plenty of people who see this picture and say, how could they just stand there while they're inflicting these terrible things on the dogs? Does your conscience bother you at all about this?
Well, the question I would like to ask those people is, would they rather have their child lying on that table and have that surgeon learn how to use that instrument on their child? I just can't conceive of anybody feeling that an animal is more important than my daughter or your daughter or somebody's mother. Animals are important, but they're not that important.
Our group is Animal Rights Front. Our purpose is to prevent hunters from taking deer.
It is 5 a.m. in the woods of northeast Connecticut, and the hunt is just beginning.
We serve notice to those who want to kill deer that some people are going to be there and try to prevent it from happening.
Using their vehicles,
yeah, we're following.
Their voices, and sometimes even their bodies.
Get in the road! Get in the road! Get in the road!
Animal rights activists try to stop the kill.
Are you leaving because of their presence?
Yes, I am.
Strictly because of them? You would be here otherwise?
Right.
And will you come back or just pull out for the day?
That's it.
What do you think of the tactics that they use?
It's not very nice, but what are you going to do, you know?
Well, it accomplishes what they want. They're driving you out.
That's right. They win.
Disappointed or annoyed by it?
Yeah, no, I'm disappointed and annoyed. But what are you going to do? They win.
Well, they say the animal wins.
Well, the animal wins. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Now, they said they were going to leave. Are you going to follow him all the way out to make sure they leave?
Yeah.
The caravan will chase him out of the wood, literally.
Well, yeah.
He's paid to be here. You haven't paid anything, and you're driving him out.
He's paid for the privilege to come in and kill, you know, and he has every right to be in the woods as much as we do. We would just prefer that he doesn't shoot anything.
So in the course of driving him off, a few deer have been saved. That's the equation right now.
Yeah.
Plenty of deer droppings, but no hunters.
The activists are victors in round one, but their hunt is just beginning.
Sometimes, you know, I'll be riding along the road, and if a rabbit comes out, I'll practically kill myself to avoid hitting the rabbit. But out here, you know, it's totally different. There's no feeling for these animals here in the laboratory. You know, they're a tool, and that's about it.
Tools for the trade. Toxicologist Oscar Marino and his wife Terry check ingredients in products, colognes to cleansers, for safety, to protect consumers and protect companies against lawsuits.
All these animals are on test. They don't look like they're in any pain.
Now, the critics say most animals in these tests do suffer, a lot suffer hideously. Your point is 95% for no pain?
95% show nothing. What we're looking for when we do these studies is that odd compound that is going to cause a problem if it goes out. I feel that it has to be done because if you don't want to take a chance on just making one person blind or having